Hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial video on MissionChief.com. I am Horny Devil, and I just got a message. He says, laugh my ass off, I got my cars on these fires, LMO. Laugh my ass off. Alright, so in this tutorial video, we'll be explaining what should you get first. Ambulances or a hospital first? So basically, should you get an ambulance station like this one, or should you get a hospital like this one? Well, they are the same cost. Both are $200,000, and they it's very hard to say which one you should get first. So before I even say which one I prefer, which one I got first, I'm gonna explain to you the balances between these, or the benefits to both of these. All right. So let's go with the hospital first. Okay, so let's pretend you get the hospital first, and you don't have the ambulance station, so you don't get any EMS calls. So here's what you do: you get one of these generals. So general internal or general surgery, they take 7 days to build, and they're only $10,000. Most calls that when you're first starting off, you'll probably get like very minuscule calls, like a fallen person or diabetic problems. I don't even know about those calls, but all you'll need is general internal or general surgery. You won't need any of these like high-end expansions like cardiology. So basically, while you're creating coins, like gaining coins from all your other stations or police departments, you can start working on your hospital. And by the time you get your ambulance station, you'll already have maybe general internal and general surgery if you're slow or something. I don't know. But now let's go with the other spectrum. Now let's say you go for the ambulance station first. Now with the ambulance station first, now there's one bad thing to this. If you literally buy it when you have $200,000, you're only gonna get one ambulance. So I suggest you get at least $270,000, so you can get the original, the ambulance station. So the regular ambulance station is $200,000. The first upgrade. So if I expand this, it'll cost $10,000. Now, if I expand this again, it'll cost another $50,000, so that's $60,000. So if I buy the two vehicles to go in those two slots that I just bought, the $10,000 and $50,000, that'd be $10,000. So 10 plus 10 equals 20 plus 50 equals 70. Plus 200,000 is $270,000. Now, with that said, yes, it's a little bit more expensive than the hospital, but that's okay. So that means you only have 3 ambulances. If you do not do that, you only have 1 ambulance. So, on with the next thing. Now, this is the bad thing I'm about to tell you. Okay. So once you get ambulances, whether that's on like a fire department, like if you were to get the expansion, like the ambulance extension right here on a fire department, you're going to open up the floodgates to every single call within your area. So for instance, a trench rescue. Now, I know this is a very high level call, but you'll start opening up all these calls. So every single call you get, not every single, like 45% of the calls you get will have medicals on them. So that is a bad thing if you only have 1 ambulances. So you'll get the fire calls that require EMS. You'll also get the police calls that require EMS. So basically, like animal attacks on, animal attacks you'll have to worry about because they require EMS too. Police calls require EMS, fire calls require EMS, and EMS calls require EMS, obviously. So here's another EMS call. So I just built this ambulance station not too long ago, and they obviously have a radius. I don't know how long it actually is, but they require a radius, and within this radius, they start spawning in calls, like even up here, like this. There's no action up here. There's like this between this. That's like, I don't know, like 5 to 10 miles, and I have just like small EMS calls that start spawning around this ambulance station. Now, what I would do is just send an ambulance. Oh, that one's action. I can transport this guy. This call's already done. But for instance, you get that little call over there. So these ambulance stations produce calls, if you guys did not know that. So they'll usually spawn like 1 to 3 calls around that area. It's not too much, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, if you only have one ambulance, yeah, that ambulance is gonna be going nonstop, and I mean, there's not a downside for that, but you only have one ambulance, so you'll be clearing calls slower. Um, but here's the other benefit to the ambulances, building it first. So, oh, I really shouldn't have cleared the call. Oh, there we go. I just got another call that requires transport. All right, so pretend you just answered a call. So this one was a seizure, for instance. This guy wants transport to a hospital. So I have all these hospitals. I could send him there, but I'm not going to. For instance, if you were to build this ambulance station first, that means you would not have the hospital. So what would that mean? Well, if you don't have a hospital, that means you can't treat them. And when you can't treat them, you have to go right here. So leave without transport, or I can't even say this. No remuneration. Yeah, no remuneration. I don't know. So I hit this. It says understood. We'll release the patient. So basically, you don't transport them. I mean, you get a lot of credits transporting people to the hospital. For instance, this helicopter, let's just leave this one out. Patient treatment. So this is just the treatment of the patient. So let's say your hospital has 10 people in it, and no, okay, let's do this. The hospital has 8 people in it, and you have a maximum of 10 beds. So it'll keep cycling the patients through every hour, and every time you release a patient, you get 250. So now, if that hospital's fresh and you just you're out 10 out of 10 beds and it's completely empty, like there's 800 nurses and 0 patients, you send them in instantly, and it'll treat the patient while you get the transport credits. So when you transport them to a fresh hospital, you get 575 credits. That is quite a bit of credits when you have like 8 injured people on a call, and that's just one call out of like 30. Like it's EMS is a lot better than police, in my opinion. Um, I would go with EMS rather than police in the beginning of the game if I were you, because police don't give you much call or credits when you even transport someone to the jail. So I'll try to find a guy that went to jail. So just say, but prisoner transported. All right. So when a prisoner gets transported, that's it. It's just 250. That's all you get for transporting someone. That's an awful, awful thing. So let's go through the things, and I can show you that even if this patient got released, you don't get any credits from it, which is kind of bad. That's why I really don't like police, because you don't make anything off them. But yeah, that's basically EMS and hospitals. So basically, what do I think? Which one you should do? Well, what I did is I built the hospital first. Even though I had, I think at the time I had 5 stations. It wasn't on this account; it was on a different one. I had 5 stations, and I'm like, you know what? I really want to get EMS. I'm gonna hold off on buying stations for now. So basically, what I did is I got the hospital. I got general internal or general surgery first. I don't know which either, but I got both of them. And the next thing after that, I got traumatology. So if I were you guys, I would either get general internal or general surgery first. I don't really know which one is more popular. It really depends. Sometimes you get more calls with general internal. Sometimes you get more with general surgery. But another one you will need is traumatology. Traumatology right here. It requires both of these general internal and surgery, or not. No, I'm sorry, not internal, but just general surgery. Traumatology is a very needed one in my opinion, because whenever you have people in car accidents, basically all like gunshots, like let's say there's a pole sticking through their chest, and they're like, oh shit, what do we do? Yeah, that's trauma. That's like a trauma center, dealing with like emergency situations. So basically like the ER. So I did the hospital first. I mean, it's completely up to you guys on whichever one you want to pick first. I hope my pros and cons to both of them, I guess, made sense to you guys. I try to make the most sense as I can. It makes sense in my brain, but I don't know about you guys. Sometimes it mixes up my words, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm just gonna answer the remaining of these calls, and then I'll hop off for the night, and I'm gonna grind a shitload of coins. Like, I literally just watch Netflix sometimes, and I'll watch like a 30-minute episode of whatever I want to watch, and at the end of that episode, like I'll have all my units clear. Like I'll have no units available, and then I'll have like 8 people requesting transport. Like it's really nice. Like like I'll have like 8 ambulances. Like, can we go to the hospital? And they're just like sitting there flashing. It's like, oh yeah, I'm about to make hella money. And like once you release all the patients like to the hospital, uh, it clears up all the engines and ladders and stuff. So like right here, you guys see these people all clearing. That's what happens. Like if you were to go to the hospital, it clears all the units, which is actually pretty interesting to watch. Like you literally have thousands of units. Like maybe not thousands, but you have a lot of units just pouring out. Um, yeah, so it's pretty interesting. You make a lot of credits that way. Usually, what I do is I set my game on fast, so I make the calls, the mission speed calls are generated every 30 seconds, so fast right here. Um, so they're generated every 30 seconds. So I'll just have my laptop open. I'll watch an episode of Netflix. I turn off my sound so I can just watch Netflix. And when I get back to my computer, I just do all the calls again and watch another episode. And I make a lot of money. Like I made $2 million this last weekend. So I make these goals for you guys, and I try to accomplish them the best of my ability, usually. But I do believe next episode, we are going to be doing. The goal will be 1.5 million. Actually, you know what? We're going to make it 1.7 million dollars. All right, so it'll be 1.7 over here. And with that 1.7, we're going to be building 4 police departments. So all over this whole area, there'll be a lot of police departments. There'll be 4 extra police departments. And we're going to build 1 more helicopter, or EMS helicopter station. Actually, I take that back. The goal is going to be 2 million again, because you know our fire departments, how they have ambulance extensions. So let's just go to this one right here. This ambulance extension ends in. Oh, I didn't even get this one, but I can't anymore. That ambulance extension costs $100,000 and takes 7 days to research, I guess you could say. So let's go to this one, Station 22. This one ends in 2 days and 21 hours, so basically 3 days. So basically, next episode, when I have $2 million, I can buy all the ambulances for these, and I can buy the ambulance itself. I can buy the helicopter, and I can buy 4 police departments. So we're just gonna transport this last person, and then I'm gonna be hopping off for the night and doing what I told you guys, just hop on Netflix and grind a shitload of coins. So I'm about to lose my voice because I've been talking like all night. I literally made 4 episodes tonight. So yeah, like I haven't had anything to drink, so my mouth is like uber dry. Actually, okay, we're just gonna answer a couple more calls. Why don't we? All right, burning machine, high rise fire. Damn it, I should have done that. Unfortunately, I only have 2 mask service units, so. And a high rise fire requires 2 mask service units, and burning machine requires 1. So I sent that 1 service unit to the burning machine, and I couldn't do the high rise fire because I had no more service units. Well, oh well. Alright, we're just going to respond to this officer down call real quick. This is an easy call. 6 police cars and 1 ambulance. There we go. Thank you for watching this tutorial video. I hope it made sense to you guys. I will see you guys next weekend, and we're going to spend 2 million credits. So, thank you for watching. I will see you guys next week.